Tim Henman exposes Coco Gauff's secret struggle that Sabalenka has already overcome. The tennis world thrives on rivalries. Federer versus Nadal, Serena versus Sharapova, Djokovic versus the world. But in the modern era, a new rivalry is heating up with every stroke, every serve, every press conference whisper. Coco Gauff versus Aryna Sabalenka. Two champions, two forces of nature, two women rewriting the tempo of the WTA. And now, thanks to a bold revelation from former world number 4 and current commentator Tim Henman, the rivalry has taken an unexpected, explosive turn. With a single statement, Henman pulled back the curtain on a secret struggle Coco Gauff has been hiding, one that he claimed Sabalenka already conquered. The comments lit the tennis world on fire. Critics attacked, supporters defended, analysts scrambled. Suddenly, the conversation was no longer just about forehands and match wins. It was about mindset, pressure, identity, and the unseen battles that shape a champion's destiny. Fire the revelation heard around the tennis world. The incident began during a post-match panel on Eurosport. As the camera panned over highlights of Gauff's recent loss, the analyst began dissecting her performance, her movement, her serve, her shot choices. Then Tim Henman leaned forward, adjusted his tie, and said the sentence that would dominate tennis headline for days. Coco Gauff is fighting a mental battle that Sabalenka already won. Gasps, silence, then chaos. Henman didn't stop there. He continued, voice steady, expression unshaken. Technically, Gauff is everything she needs. Physically, she's as gifted as anyone. But mentally, specifically under pressure, she tightens in ways Sabalenka did 2 years ago. Sabalenka overcame that. Gauff still hasn't. The tennis world erupted. Fire, what exactly is Coco Gauff's secret struggle? To understand Henman's claim, we must dive into the heart of Gauff's game. A game packed with brilliance, but shadowed by one recurring demon, her serve under pressure. When Gauff is flowing, her serve is explosive, powerful, unpredictable, and capable of generating free points. But when nerves creep in, the double faults come, the toss drifts, the timing collapses, the arm tightens, the confidence wavers, and the world watches as an elite athlete becomes painfully human. This isn't news to analysts, but Henman's framing was different. He didn't just point to technical flaws. He called a mental struggle, one that he says is the difference between winning Grand Slams and watching someone else lift the trophy. Fire Sabalenka, the example, the blueprint, the warning. Henman's comparison to Aryna Sabalenka wasn't random. Sabalenka once suffered the same torment Gauff is enduring now. Between 2021 and 2022, Sabalenka famously imploded under pressure. Dozens of double faults in a single match, tearful breakdowns, public discussions of mental block, serving slumps that became meme material online, matches thrown away from winning positions. Critics mocked her, fans begged her to fix it. Commentators called it one of the biggest mysteries in tennis. But Sabalenka refused a break. She rebuilt her serve. She rebuilt her mindset. She rebuilt her confidence. Brick by brick, match by match. By 2023 and 2024, she was a Grand Slam champion, a world number 1, and a force opponents feared. Henman's argument was brutal, but not baseless. Sabalenka transformed her weakness into a weapon. If Gauff wants to lead this new era, she must do the same. Fire the tennis community reacts. Explosion on social media. Within hours, Henman's comments flooded social media. Team Coco, outraged. Fans argued Henman was unfair, harsh, disrespectful, ignoring Coco's progress, underestimating her mental toughness. Some even accused him of targeting a young black woman for clicks, sparking a heated cultural debate. Team Henman, defending the truth. Analysts and former players insisted. Henman is simply honest. Pressure is Coco's biggest hurdle. Sabalenka's transformation is a valid comparison. Champions need criticism, not comfort. Even a former top 10 player tweeted, Henman's right. Pressure is real. If Coco solves it, she'll dominate. Tennis Twitter went nuclear. Fire Coco Gauff responds, calm, collected, powerful. Gauff, as always, handled the storm with grace. When asked about Henman's statement, she smiled gently and replied, "Pressure is part of the job. I'm working on everything, my serve, my mind, my game. I'm still growing. I don't take comments personally." Then she delivered the line that silenced doubters. "I've overcome things tougher than pressure. I'll overcome this too." Elegant, sharp, unbothered, champion-like. But her eyes said something else. Something deeper. She knows the struggle is real. Fire, let's break down the secret struggle in detail. Henman's claim wasn't just psychological. It cut to the core of Gauff's performance patterns. Here are the key elements of her hidden battle. 1. The serve under the spotlight. When Gauff leads a match, her serve is unstoppable. But during break points, tie breaks, finals, Grand Slam semifinals, momentum shifts, her serve tightens, the motion stiffens, the toss rises too high, her shoulders freeze, the racket drops late. The result? Double faults. Lots of them. In high-pressure matches in 2024 to 2025, she sometimes hit more double faults than aces, a disastrous ratio for a top 3 player. Sabalenka once had the same problem. She fixed it. Gauff is still fixing it. 2. The fear of letting fans down. Gauff has admitted, even subtly, that she sometimes feels suffocated by expectations. She is the face of American tennis, a new generation, social justice leadership, media narratives, sponsorship pressure. The weight is massive. Sabalenka, meanwhile, learned to shut out public pressure and embrace a nothing-to-lose philosophy. Henman implies that until Gauff sheds the emotional burden of perfection, she may remain vulnerable during crucial moments. 3. The inner critic. Gauff is intelligent, introspective, self-aware, perhaps too much so. When things go wrong, she can spiral inward, analyzing in real time instead of trusting instinct. Sabalenka? She learned to override analysis with aggression. She hits through nerves, sometimes too hard, but always with commitment. Henman believes Gauff's self-analysis becomes a trap in big matches. She thinks too much. Sabalenka hits. Fire Henman's final point. The difference between great and legendary. Gauff has always been a champion who grows under fire. Perhaps Henman threw gasoline on the right flame. Fire, could this be Gauff's turning point? Fans, critics, and analysts all agree on one thing. If Coco Gauff fixes this one mental obstacle, the pressure-induced serve collapse, she becomes nearly unbeatable. She already has athleticism, intelligence, a world-class backhand, relentless defense, explosive intensity, a champion's heart. And unlike Sabalenka, she's still only in her early 20s. The best years of her career haven't even begun. Fire final verdict. Did Henman go too far? Maybe. Maybe not. But he shined a spotlight on something real, something powerful, something that could define the next decade of women's tennis. Coco Gauff's secret struggle is not weakness. It's the raw material of greatness. Sabalenka turned her struggle into steel. Now the world waits to see. Will Coco Gauff do the same? Because if she does, the tennis world will witness the rise of a legend. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.